Hi, it's Peter Nixon from the book Dialogue Gap and host of Dialogue Minute. Today, I'd like to tell you a story about when I published my dialogue book. I was proud to see it on the bestsellers list, and I'd go into the bookshops and I'd sign copies for readers. And I would notice and proudly spot it up there on the shelf beside the bestsellers signed. But in time, it got pushed off the bestsellers list by none other than the 50 Shades of Grey book trilogy. I don't know if you've read that book trilogy, but the subject matter is obviously far more interesting than just dialogue. In fact, the book trilogy went on to produce movies which have grossed over $1.3 billion US. So there you go. Well, there's another interesting link between 50 Shades of Grey and my book. And let me just put that up on the screen now to help you understand that link. Uh, Five of Spades is the dialogue playing card, which highlights that we should avoid the either or choices and avoid looking at the world as either black or white. In fact, the solution is 50 Shades of Grey. It's in the gray. The solution will be in the gray. When you're forcing people to pick the either or black or white option, it tends to lead to three possible outcomes. One, it leads to conflict because they may not like your choices or agree that's where the solution lies. Second, it tends to shut down dialogue, which will prevent you from finding the optimal solution. And third, it doesn't get the best solution because it either results in conflict or lack of dialogue. Uh, you may choose to use that. Let's just watch Donald Trump choosing to use this tactic in his US election campaign.
This election is a choice between a Trump super recovery and a Biden depression. You will have a depression, the likes of which you haven't seen before, maybe 1929. Wants to raise your taxes, put regulations back on.
And this tactic is a little bit cultural. I grew up in the Western world in Canada, where it was common to hear the term or the quotation, you're either with us or you're against us. In fact, this was used in the Gulf War by the US when they were trying to build a coalition of allies. And France at the time actually questioned it. They said, well, we're not with you and we're not against you. So where's the solution in the middle? And as we've seen in the Gulf wars that have gone on ever since, uh, trying to have the optimal outcome by only looking at two, either or, black or white, is not the best way forward. So if you'd like to learn more about our dialogue tactics, our dialogue tips, go to the link below and you can learn more about our change management consulting. You can register to attend any of our training online at PDI Online Institute, or send us a stamped self-addressed envelope and we will send you a copy of our dialogue playing cards so that you can pick up all of the tips that you need to get through this challenging period we're in. Thanks for listening. This has been a Dialogue Minute from Peter Nixon at potentialdialogue.com.